Hello everyone, I want to make a Start Your Day Off Right series video for October the 3rd. My quote is, never forget a friend and never let a friend forget you. My story, I heard a story about a man touring a mental institution. The tour guide told the man there was 5 floors, and the further up you went, the worse off the patients were. On the first floor, the patients were only mildly ill. But by the time you got up to the 5th floor, they were severely ill. On the first floor was a man staring out into space and muttering, "Lulu, Lulu, Lulu." The man asked what was wrong. The tour guide said that 25 years ago, that day, the man was left at the altar by Lulu on their wedding day. The man said he could understand how that could be hard. Let me just preface by saying I might have told this before, but anyway, when he finally got to the 5th floor, there was a man muttering Lulu, but was uncontrollable, more uncontrollable than the first man. The man turned and wanted to know what was going on. The tour guide said, 25 years ago, that man indeed married Lulu. No matter how bad you think you might have it, someone else has it worse. Sometimes what you consider bad can get worse. It rains on the just and the unjust. Did you ever think you had it bad until things got worse? Then you finally realize that you hadn't had it so bad after all. No matter how bad you may have it, someone else has it worse, much worse. You could be griping, and then your problem turn into a Lulu of a problem. I wouldn't be brave enough to ask to trade my problem off for fear of getting a worse one that I might not be able to handle. There are plenty of people who have it worse than you do. Just look around, count your blessings. Don't ever think you're the only one who has had it hard. Plenty of people had it worse than us and still held their head up high and won the victory. You may trade your cross only to discover that your cross was the smallest one they made. I want to glory in tribulation. My scripture is, a man that hath, Proverbs 18:24, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. My humor, I think it's kind of funny, but maybe it's not. I have a tendency to tell kind of corny jokes, but there was no song. It was more like a man was talking on the record, and he was saying, "That's good, that's bad." He said, "I took an airplane ride," and the friend said, "That's good." And he said, "No, it's bad. It developed engine trouble and it crashed." And he said, "That's bad." He said, "Oh, well, I had a parachute." He said, "Well, that's good." And he said, "Yeah, but the parachute wouldn't open. That's bad." He said, "But there was a farm down below me, and there was a haystack there." He said, "That's good." He said, "Yeah, but I missed the haystack." And he said, "Well, that's good." He said, "No, there's a pitchfork in the haystack." And he said, "That's bad." He said, "No, I missed that too." And it just kept going like that. That's good or that's bad. So you can think about something being good, and it can turn bad, or it can be bad and turn good. So this is Dale Cantrell with Maryville Holiness Church, asking you to send me any quotes, stories, scriptures, humor, a clean joke. And my phone number is 256-508-4410. And until next time, may God bless you.